Candy has the courage to admit that she can be very critical of others. Most people are that way at some point in their life. They just don't have the courage to admit it and talk about it. Only by doing that can you inspire others to maybe say, you know, that's like me, I need to change that. Now, Candy's deeply conflicted about her attitude because her husband is a preacher. So I had a little surprise for her that I thought might help her overcome these judgmental ways. Take a look at the tape and you'll see.
I criticize and judge people for things that aren't fair. If I were to run into a man who was completely covered in tattoos with long hair, it would hit a nerve. I would judge him. There's an old saying that we can't judge a book by its cover, but we all do.
My name's Dick. I've been riding motorcycles since 1951. I may look scary and mean, but I'm just an average guy. I'm a nice guy. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I've never done drugs. We're an organization, BADD, Bikers Against Drunk Drivers. Hi, Candy.
Hi.
My name's Dick. Dr. Phil sent me over here to see you because he knows that you just don't want to associate with people like me. What do you think?
What's your name?
Dick.
Dick. Well, see, now that I know your name, then...
And I'm going to spend some time with you.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you that we're not all bad. Well, let's go for a ride.
Okay. When he first got off his bike and came over to me, I was scared. My heart was racing. It was a culture shock.
Okay, Candy. I set up a real nice surprise for you now. Okay. Isn't that nice?
Yes. This is nice.
Isn't this beautiful?
This is very nice. We sat down and we sort of just talked and, you know, got to know each other. There was a wall that was just gone.
3 children.
You know, a wall that I had built that is just gone. At first, I was very nervous.
Were you?
I looked down and I saw this.
Did you stereotype me?
Well,
We talked about my history. We talked about her life. She is one terrific girl.
he told me that he was an aeronautical engineer. Okay, that's surprising. You've opened my eyes a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I really hope that Candy has found out that all bikers aren't bad. We're just regular people having fun.
That helps me realize that the stereotype that I had made of him wasn't true. Now we can be friends.
That's right.
This meeting shattered some myths and stereotypes. This is definitely a step in the right direction. That was fun.
No,
A little more fun than I'd like to admit. So this big guy with all his tattoos, and now I'm able to be his friend, and that's just gonna be awesome.
Well, Dick, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So what'd you think about this girl when you met her?
Oh, she is class.
Yeah? So you guys had a good time?
Oh, this was so unbelievable. First of all, I was supposed to go home last Monday, and somebody says, you want to do the Dr. Phil show? And I'm going, well, why? You know, I don't have a problem. And when we met and when we had the picnic, we started talking. And first of all, I told her about my life and all that. I was with a major airline for 38 years and et cetera, et cetera. And
you said 38 years. Y'all need to know, Dick is 74 years old.
When we met and we went to the picnic and started talking about each other, and I said I was from Weatherford, and she goes like, well, you might have known my dad. I'm going, why? She said, well, she's from Glen Rose, right down the street. And I did know her dad. I really did know her dad. That just floored me, and I'm going like, why me?
Okay, so...
it's a spiritual thing or something.
Well, listen, the reason we did this is because this is something I've done with people for years and years and years. I used to challenge people that I would work with to go out and meet people that were their worst nightmare and find out that there just were commonalities, there were things about them. And so here you come from the middle of Oklahoma to meet some biker out in Hollywood who knew your dad in Texas, but you would never have known that. Without this assignment, would you ever in a million years have stopped and talked to this man on the street?
No, it was meant to be.
All right, and just think of what you would have missed. I mean, you would have walked by and judged him, right? And said, there's trouble. Look at the tattoos. He's got more tattoos than I got hair. He's all up and down his arms. You would have judged that, right?
I would have taken my kids' hands and walked
Yeah,
them.
and walked away. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't be careful. I'm not saying that we should just all go out there and say, oh, life is wonderful. But I do think we need to be willing to, open our minds up a little bit and not judge based on appearance. Now, I'm not saying, I don't want to do a follow-up with you a month from now and find you with some biker gang down, running.
I already tried to take her to text, and that won't work.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that you don't need to be cautious, but at the same time, you don't have to be judgmental about it. Has it changed your view of this?
Absolutely. It's been an awesome experience.
Yeah, opened your eyes?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, just to approach people, it makes me more approachable, I think.
Yeah, it makes you more approachable, and I really appreciate it. We'll be right back. We've been talking about judgments today, and I'd like to thank Dick for being part of the show. I really appreciate your coming and being part of this. And I want to tell you again, as we said earlier, Dick is part of a group called Bikers Against Drunk Drivers. And if you'd like to make a donation and have a chance to win this $100,000 custom-made motorcycle, then you can go to their website at www.baddcentral.com. Now, by the way, that's BADD with 2 Ds, Bikers Against Drunk Drivers. There are 5 of these beautiful babies available, so go to their website and check them out. And how about I buy a ticket for everybody in the audience, okay? I buy a ticket for everybody in the audience, and if you win, you have to come back and give me a ride. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. So long. Thanks, guys.